We are dropping from the eastern side of California mountain ranges to the western side of California mountain ranges, if that makes sense. They kind of run north to south up and down this long skinny state on the coast of America here, and there's a big valley, the Central Valley, in the middle of them. So we're dropping out of the eastern mountain range that runs north to south, and we've come down into the valley, and we're going out into the western mountain range that runs north to south up and down the state. Right now we're kind of down in the flats. We're by where a river is filling in a lake. There's lots of camping that's gone on here over the years, and it's basically the entrance to the national forest that's close to a big old road and access point where everybody parks. So they come out here and they set up fire rings and tents and all that, and that spreads all the way out through the woods and has gone on since, probably the 1900s or whatever, since tourism first kicked up and pioneer life ended. So we're going to swing the detector around and see if anybody dropped any goodies in the dark around campfires over the ages. Silver coin. This is national forest land, not national park land. So I've already run into one situation where I had to explain that, trying to get them to understand the difference between national park and national forest. Concepts, people, concepts. So anyways, we're in a national forest. You can look it up. I'll put a link below in the description. You can metal detect here. We're going to. Okay. Strike her off an old big lighter. We got campfires all around this. This is the big flat area off the road where everybody stumbles out to their parties. Well, there's a proper 68 signal, so we know it's working. We might have our first coin signal. It's definitely a squeaker at 75. Yep, it's a copper penny. Mid-60s signal here. Remember, the lower signals can be gold and stuff, but this is a snap. I know I got a coin signal here. It's an 82. Been faked out a little bit so far. There it is. Hi, dime. It's a US 10 cent from 1991. 1998 nickel. Where you find coins, they travel with things like jewelry, rings, everything else. So when people are losing this, they are losing things. See, I am just working the edges of campfire sites, and you can see they've been repeated spots because this one's from 1982. Well, I'm getting a coin about every 4 foot, no matter what. And that's a good ratio to stumble onto a serendipitous something other. And I tell you what, in a spot like this, it is a national forest. It's kind of cool to be gleaning up even the garbage pieces. It just means a little bit more than it would in other spots. So once again, I think the treasure hunters are probably really good for national forests. And right there, 1965 dime. So the year before this, it would have been solid silver. This is still a copper clad. Plus, it's not hard digging because, it's just flat and light duff. So we are using the Garrett AT Pro. It is set in zero discrimination mode, meaning that I'm not discriminating against any metal of any sort. You see all my bars up here that indicate not only what the target is when you're hunting, but where you have your discrimination set. We're open, 0-0. And then I have my sensitivity, meaning how sensitive the detector is, how far out and down it's reaching. Set 1 notch from the top. We're pretty low on batteries, it's okay. Yeah, that's where we're at. And pro audio mode. In this dirty of a spot, I have a now sniper coil on there. A sharpshooter is the name of that by now. And it's a little bit skinnier, so it's a double D compressed down, and lets me pinpoint a little bit easier. And that's about it. So I was moving through with the wide swing, and then when I heard a noise, I slowed down and I made smaller and smaller motions to try and pinpoint the spot. Now I know it's right there, right under the surface. Get out our all-terrain Garrett pinpointer. I think we moved it already. We did. It was a penny. Zinc. 1997. Hey, we struck jewelry. We got an earring. Yeah, that could have been sitting out here since the 60s or the 80s. Or yesterday. Okay. Got coins, got jewelry. Not bad. I am just working in a little area. The truck's right over there. This is right off the road. 1979, 25-cent piece. Looks like it's been here for a while. Let's find the silver. Everything is very shallow here. It's super fun. That, it's like some ornamental little piece of something. Our battery light is flashing. I've never seen, oh, it's like army issue style, this, but with the spoon on it. That's really cool. It's a bottle opener and the can opener in one. I have one of these right, a Sigma right here, which is probably this bullet slug shot into the ground. Look right next to it. We found a loose lost bead. It's like maybe a 38. Cent piece. This was just laying on the ground. And up here, who knows if it's somebody dropped it or... But that is a good stone. It's got some good energy for the rest of our trip. I'm just in a little rough area and I don't know if it's all a coin spill, but I mean, I am just using the pinpointer and going along and pulling out. There's 70s, 74, 2000s. Just a mix of coins littering the ground. 78, all just right here. Every little camping spot. Just loaded up. 77 again. Hippies out here dribbling beads all over the place. Okay, real quick wrap up from this hunt. These are casings from bullets. Projectile fired lead bullet smashed into something. X-Acto knife tip, safety pin. Looks like pieces of antenna, chain link fence wire, a fuzzy button, probably off of a couch. This is pretty cool. I'm actually gonna hang on to that. It's like a vintage bottle can opener in the style of a old surplus style. Train penny. That's an actual treasure. Somebody's placed, flattened, collected, lost again, found again. 4 quarters, bunch of 70s coins all together, so, and 60s coins. Could have found silver, but we didn't. 2 5-cents, 3 10-cents, bunch of 1-cents. Beads from some sort of prayer necklace or bracelet. Different rivets, bottle caps, false signals. This was like a little crushed, maybe cone bead, piece of brass ornamental stuff. Lots of beads and precious stones just laying all over that area. Another bead looks like amethyst. And then our jewelry of the day. An earring, kind of globby. Remember this art craft? I'm going to say 70s. Could be silver. But you know what I'm talking about. It's heavy. I would call that. Well, I'm not going to call that. Anyhow. Got some jewelry. Got some coinage. Got some, you know, camping, national forest memorabilia. And a lot of fun high signals. Which is half the point, is just enjoying yourself and having that little thrill of what could be each time. So thank you for joining me. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We're going to go out to this lake. It is Immigrant Lake in Ashland, Oregon, and it's a swimming, boating, party lake, and we have, about maybe an hour of light left. And it's in a beautiful setting. And yeah, so let's get the detector out and go down there and see what we can find. It's all an orchard in the background, and then this looks a lot like rye to me, like a planted field. But yeah, this was loaded with swimmers all day long. There must be locals that are all heading out now, and the water comes up and down, so this is the scenario for rings, especially if we're the first people on it. I don't want to freak anybody out, so I just brought my little hand digger. My hinges are getting a little wore out. I prefer standing up and shoveling and scooping if I have a choice. I won't complain though. A huge sign of things that you couldn't do down here. Metal detecting was not on the list. Yay. And I'm in Oregon. I was born in Oregon. I'm up here romping around a little bit because I realized that it was a little bit freer up here right now. So I came home. Melted aluminum, that's our first signal. I'm realizing that I have to get dirty. I've been out questing all day and climbing through yonder far off mountains. And yeah, I'm kind of taking it easy. I don't want to get dirty. Third signal, coins fall out of pockets. Things that fall out of pockets come along with rings and everything else. That's all we need. So I'll get you out for all the 80 signals here. It's either a dime or something higher. Looks like a penny. It'll be a copper penny in a while. 1990s. I have low battery signal, so I'm saving it for the ring. Okay, we'll pick up the bottle. My niece went to the Russian River Festival, and somebody had broken glass in the water. And it sucks when a little kid that goes swimming comes up with their leg gashed open. So we'll put that on the rocks and carry that out of here. And yeah, we have lakeshore all the way around the lake. If you can imagine that. While I am still here, I am just not showing you what we're finding. Mostly fishing gear. Let's see. we're in another spot. I'm just chugging along. We're in Northern California. Another section of National Forest, another heavily camped area. So there's so many signals, we're just going to fly through these in like multiple digs. So I worked with the Garrett AT Pro. Went ahead and found where the signals were really good. Oh, 22 shell casing. Zinc penny. Oh, shell casing. Okay, these are probably the coolest thing from yesterday's evening's hunt was this old pair of scissors. Bike chain, tent stake, got some fishing line out of there, a yellow sunshine's cap, and then about 10 pennies. I like these signs everywhere. They don't know that I've already done that to myself. Hey, hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button below. Helps the quest for details grow. I appreciate the support. And if you double click the bell icon next to it, you'll get a notification each time we put out a new video.